Good morning to all of you. I am Manoj Kumar Sahu. Now we will discuss about the vapor compression refrigeration system. What is the motivation behind the vapor compression refrigeration system? Because we are come across the domestic refrigerator, air conditioning. What is the mechanisms used in this vapor compression system? For this reason, we will discuss about the vapor compression refrigeration system. Before going to discuss about this topic, vapor compression refrigeration system, now we will know about the what is second law of thermodynamics. For the second law of thermodynamics, we have some terms which is necessary for that discussion. First is thermal energy reservoir. Thermal energy reservoir. Thermal energy reservoir is the large body of infinite heat capacity which can absorb heat or supply heat without changing its thermodynamic property. This is called thermal energy reservoir. These are also two types. One is source and other is sink. Thermal energy reservoir two types. One is source, other is called sink. The source is the thermal reservoir which can supply thermal energy or heat. Example of thermal reservoir that supplies heat, that source called industrial furnace. This is the one example. Similarly, what is sink? Sink is a thermal reservoir which absorbs heat, that is called sink. The example of sink is the atmospheric air, river, yes, sea water. These are the examples of sink. Okay. Before coming across the second of thermodynamics, we have one engine called that is heat engine. What is heat engine? Heat engine is a device which operating in a cycle takes heat from the source and do some work and rejects heat to the sink. That is called heat engine. This is the heat engine. Heat engine is a device which absorbs heat from a source, that is a source which supplies heat. Then do some work and reject some heat is rejected to the sink. That is the heat engine. Okay. Next, what is refrigerator? Before going to the vapor compression refrigeration system, now we discuss what is refrigerator. Refrigerator is a device which operating in a cycle maintains a particular body of space at a temperature lower than the temperature of the surrounding. Refrigerator is refrigerator R. This is a device which maintains a particular space. Let this space to be maintained at -2 degrees centigrade. Which maintains a particular space at a temperature lower than the temperature of the surrounding. Surrounding temperature is 30 degree or 25 degree. This is the surrounding air, surrounding temperature. So it can take heat from the low temperature reservoir and some work is required to operate the refrigerator. Then it gives this heat to the surrounding air. This is called refrigerator. This is a refrigerator engine. Then we will discuss about second law of thermodynamics. There are two statements. One is called second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. Thermodynamics. There are two statements. One is called Kelvin-Planck statement. Kelvin-Planck statement. Another one is called Clausius statement. Clausius statement of second. Clausius statement of second. So, what is Kelvin-Planck statement? First one is the Kelvin-Planck statement. Kelvin-Planck. It is from short form is also KP statement, that is Kelvin Planck statement. It is Kelvin Planck states that it is impossible to construct a device like heating operating cycle which takes heat from a single thermal reservoir and do the equivalent amount of work. That is, Kelvin Planck states that it is impossible to construct a heat engine operating a cycle which takes heat from a single thermal reservoir. Which takes heat from a single thermal reservoir, that is called source, and do the equivalent amount of work. This type of heat engine is impossible. That means we require another reservoir, that is called sink, to which some heat should be rejected. This heat should be rejected. This type of engine is possible, but the operating method which takes single thermal reservoir do the equivalent amount of that type of engine is not possible. Okay. Another statement is Clausius statement. Second law, there are two statements there. One is Clausius statement. What is Clausius statement? Which is from this Clausius statement application, recreation application used. What is Clausius statement? It is impossible to construct a device which operating cycle which operating cycle transfer heat from the low temperature reservoir to high temperature reservoir without any effect. This type of the device is impossible. Which takes heat from the low temperature reservoir, that is maintenance TL, takes load and transfer this heat to the high temperature reservoir. That the high temperature TS without any effect. This type of without any effect, this type of heat is impossible. Device is impossible. For this, we require some work. Without any effect, that is without any work input, transfer heat from the low temperature reservoir to high temperature reservoir. This type of device we cannot be possible. This is the Clausius statement. From this Kelvin Planck statement, it is used for the application of heat engine. From the Clausius statement, we use for the application of refrigerator. Okay. Refrigerator. That we will discuss in this class. What is refrigerator? What is the vapor compression refrigeration system? Okay. This is the refrigerator. From this refrigerator, what is the different components are there? We will discuss. Okay. In refrigerator, in vapor compression refrigeration system, we generally write that this is the refrigerator R. It takes heat from the low temperature reservoir and maintains the low temperature reservoir at TL and rejects heat to the surrounding air. By taking some electrical working. This is the refrigerator. Okay. From this refrigerator, what is the mechanism? What is the different components are there in refrigerator that takes from the low temperature reservoir to high temperature reservoir? But we know that always heat flows from high temperature to low temperature. But refrigerator application is the heat, it takes from the heat from the low temperature and supplies to the high temperature in opposite direction. We know that if we take some hot water cup of tea and place in a table, after some time it will maintain, it losses heat and maintains the surrounding temperature, because the high temperature tea rejects losses heat to the surrounding. Always heat flows from the high temperature to low temperature. But in refrigerator, heat flows from the low temperature, takes heat from the low temperature, like ULM, and rejects heat to the surrounding, that is a high temperature. What is the different components are there in refrigerator that takes heat to the low temperature and reject to the high temperature? What is the mechanism behind the refrigerator? We will discuss this. There are mainly basically four components are there. One is compressor, another one is evaporator, condenser, or fourth one is the expansion device. Mainly in vapor compression refrigeration system, mainly there are four components. Here, different components are there. Here the working fluid, it is generally moving circulate, that is called the refrigerant. The working fluid which circulates in this component is called refrigerant. Okay. This is condenser. Condenser. This is called compressor. This is called evaporator. This is called expansion device. Okay. Mainly there are four components of that. We will discuss one by one what is the function of different components. First, take for example evaporator. Before entering the evaporator, the refrigerant is in liquid state. Refrigerant is in liquid state. Refrigerant flows to the evaporator. The evaporator, by the top, the word evaporated means something evaporates, means liquid is converted into vapor. That is the what evaporated. That is the refrigerant. One refrigerant that is liquid form, and after evaporated it is in vapor form. That once the refrigerant is to vapor, that means it gains some heat. It extracts some heat from the somewhere. From where it extracts heat, that is the refrigerator chamber, where some food is there. That in the refrigerator chamber, some food is there from which it extracts heat, takes heat from this food, so that this food becomes very low temperature. It extracts heat, and refrigerant is convert liquid into vapor. That is called evaporator. After evaporator, the vapor refrigerant go to the compressor. Then again, then what is the state of this liquid state? What is the general temperature of the refrigerant? That is -2 degree, yeah, -5 degree. This type of temperature, the refrigerant has this temperature. After liquid is converted to vapor, that there is mainly phase takes, but there is a little bit temperature increase. Let this -5 degree to let it be -2 degree centigrade. But the refrigerant has a temperature less than, that is -5 degree centigrade. A food has a temperature approximately from the market. You take some food, yeah, food and place in the refrigerator. Let its temperature is 25 degree. As we know that the heat flows from high temperature to low temperature. From this apple, heat flow to the low temperature refrigerant. In this way, the apple will cool. Yeah, food, any food will cool. Okay. After -2 degree vapor refrigerant, when entering the compressor, it compresses by taking some work input. Here, for working of the compressor, some electrical work input is required. After it compresses, the temperature of the vapor, this is in vapor form, the temperature vapor approximately 55 degree centigrade to 60 degree. Because when it compresses, the pressure increases, also the temperature of the vapor also increases. So then 55 degree, say after 55 degree to 60 degree temperature, vapor refrigerant enters into the condenser. Vapor, this is vapor for condenser. Condenser, the name, the word indicates that here the refrigerant condenses. Condenses means vapor is converted into liquid state. Vapor is converted into liquid state. When vapor is converted into liquid state, it rejects heat. It rejects heat to the surrounding air. Because the surrounding air, that surrounding air temperature is 25 degree centigrade, vapor refrigerant temperature 55 degree, 60 degree centigrade. As we know that heat flows from high temperature to low temperature. In this way, the refrigerant rejects heat to the surrounding. Surrounding temperature, yeah, surrounding air temperature is 25 degree, refrigerant temperature is 55 degree. This the heat is transferred from high temperature to low temperature. In this way, the heat is rejected. Heat is rejected, vapor is converted into liquid state. Phase change takes place. Or sometimes some temperature may also decreases. Let temperature 55 degree, let it be 55 degree, then it decreases to 50 degree centigrade. But this 50 degree centigrade, if you without expansion, if you supply to the evaporator, then equal temperature will rises. This 50 degree temperature will increase the temperature. In this way, we have expansion device. After it is converted to liquid form, then refrigerant go to the expansion device, where the refrigerant expands, means pressure decreases. Along with pressure decreases, temperature also decreases. Temperature 50 degree centigrade liquid refrigerant, the temperature after expansion of low pressure, the temperature usually -5 degree or -10 degree occurs. Again, cycle repeats. Again, it extracts through heat from this food. In this way, heat is transferred from low temperature to high temperature. This is the low temperature, the refrigerated space. Like the -2 degree centigrade or something. This is the low temperature, low temperature area. From this heat is abstracted. For this heat abstraction, it requires some work input, and this is heat is rejected to the surrounding air. Okay. In this way, our refrigerator AC, in air conditioning also, the heat is extracted from the air and rejects in the condenser in the outside. The condenser outside air, outside it rejects to the outside air. Instead, in vapor compression refrigeration system, the mainly there are one diagram is there, that is called pH diagram. One diagram is called, that is pH diagram. Okay. In pH diagram is pressure enthalpy diagram. Okay, pressure enthalpy diagram. Let the refrigerant state at inlet to the compressor, that inlet state be 1. From the compressor outlet, the refrigerant state is at state 2. After condensation, the refrigerant state is 3. After expansion device, the refrigerant state is 4. Again 4 to 1, that is the evaporated state. Okay. Let me assume at state 1, the refrigerant is at a saturated vapor line, that is 1. Here this is the cycle. In this cycle, 1 to 2 1 process, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 4 processes. In this cycle, this consists of 4 processes. First one is the compression. Let me take from the starting one compression. So 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression. Isentropic compression in a pH diagram is here 1 to 2. Here what occurs? Compression occurs. Compression occurs means one state is at a low pressure. This is the pressure P1, and after compression the pressure is P2. This is higher pressure. During the compression process, this is called isentropic compression. Here reversible adiabatic compression. Compression takes place. During compression, temperature rises. Okay. Then vapor refrigerant, high pressure vapor refrigerant enter into the condensation, where condensation takes place. Mainly during the vapor compression refrigeration cycle, the ideal cycle is here 2 to 3 process constant pressure heat rejection. Heat is rejected at a constant pressure. This is the constant pressure heat rejection, 2 to 3. During this heat rejection process, first superheated vapor is desuperheated, converted to saturated vapor. From saturated vapor, condensation to saturated liquid state. Okay, this is the condensation process. Again, from 3, it enters into the expansion device, where expansion takes place. Expansion takes place means pressure reduces. This is the pressure P3, here P2 and P3. Again, expansion takes place. Why we call this a dotted line? Because we already discussed this is irreversible process. Throttling process, a capillary direction. This is irreversible. For this process is represented as a dotted line. Okay, this is called isoenthalpic process. Expansion takes place isoenthalpically. 3 to 4. Again, from 4 to 1, constant pressure heat absorption. Heat absorption from the food. From the food, heat is absorbed by the refrigerant, so that the food gives heat to the refrigerant. Refrigerant liquid is converted to vapor form. For this reason, refrigerant becomes liquid state, becomes go towards the vapor state. This is the evaporative process. Evaporation process. This is the compression process. Compression process. This is the condensation process. This is the expansion process. This is the example of vapor compression system and the pH diagram.